Punky's dilemma's on the brain. That's for sure. Not as much as I would have hoped is the answer on Punky's
Okay.
dilemma. But I found the thing that is um, the thing that is the difficult thing in Punky's dilemma is the I prefer boysenberry jam, man. That
Okay.
yeah, I'm a citizens or in the first one, casually glancing at his toupee. That's the hard part. That obviously,
Are you
it's
trying to
not.
sing that? Are you trying to sing that while you play it?
Yeah, I am trying to sing it because it's
Oh,
a
good. No, no, that should make it really difficult. So I just want to just want to make sure that
but it seems to actually help because it helps me
yeah.
get timing down. And so I've gone through all the different iterations that we talked about last week in terms of how to get that quick change from here to here and then to here. Okay, that part that's been the challenge, and I've tried all the different iterations, and and for whatever reason, here's the one that's worked.
Okay.
Here's the one that seems to have the most promise for me. So I've gone through here to here as the change. The last part's not hard, but um, now what I found is the for whatever reason my brain wants this finger to be there.
Oh, okay.
It wants the whole A
All four
minor,
fingers on the A minor. Yeah, A minor
the whole
seven.
thing. It wants the whole deal to go there.
Okay.
So if I do two things, then I can sort of get this into the swing of things. Thing number one is to think about it as that because we're the I guess just taking up the spacing or something. That
Okay.
makes it easier. Thing
Good.
number two, which watching you do this on my lesson video turned out to be important too,
Okay.
was in because of the timing of this, because it's on the downs on the and of one, um, yeah, the and of two,
Which chord? You're talking about the A minor seven?
yeah,
The end of two.
the end of two, yeah, it's the end of two, yeah, because this is on one, yeah, yeah, okay. Well, watching you carefully do this,
Okay.
you tap here,
Good.
and and that provided the mental space to do this.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that tap creates the gap that you need. It's the hesitation that I teach. Don't ever do this in strumming. But here's a time when that's why I say don't ever say ever too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
here's a time when it's effective. And as you were talking about this, I had another thing cross my mind that may or may not turn out to be helpful, and that would be try the whole thing with normal strumming, not with doing a down on that and of two, and just fit it into a normal strum. You have to do this really slowly because then the F and the G are going to be ups. And so it'd be
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4. So I'll do that without talking as much, but I'll fit it right into not hesitating and going upside down. I'll do it a little slower. 2, 3, 4. One more time at that same speed. 2, 3, 4. And the
Okay.
reason I kept tapping there at the end was because after that last up on the G, the next down is beat one of two full measures. Remember, we talked about there being 5 beats in that measure?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So it'd be 1, 2, and 3, 4 and 5 and 1, 2, 3. And so I kept tapping there to count out 8 beats before I would start the next verse. One more time I'll count that again. I'll try to do it even slower. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what that would sound like faster without all that stuff in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, so that's another approach that might help in there, or might add all kinds of extra confusion.
Well, I'm not gonna. I want to try that. In the after we in that isn't that where the
That's on the second 4 beats of the 8 beats that you have after that G.
yeah, it's the second, right?
It's the second set of 4. So if I were to do that again and get that roll in there, it'd be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of the tricky things there is, since that G comes in on what I'm now calling the and of 5.
Yeah.
And you might have noticed I couldn't even say 5 both times when I was doing that. It's like my mouth wouldn't go to 5 after 4, you know. But so this is the and of 5, and then it's really unnatural to hit 1 right there. Man, we don't want to hit that down on 1, but we need to count. We need to feel that as 1. So when you hear this, you don't want to hear this. That down right there is 1, but that destroys the whole effect there. So it has to be this, 2, 3, 4, and there's the roll. I just missed it. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is there actual strumming in the first set of 4?
There doesn't have to be. I can't remember if in the original there is. If there is, it would be very light and in the background.
Yeah.
No, because he's got to keep his hand moving while he's doing that. So it might sound more like this. I might have counted that wrong, but you know, I'm sure his hand is still moving, and there might be just little little noise in there.
Yeah.
But what you might an easy way to count that out might be when you get that up on the G, make sure you miss the next down, but you count that as 1.
Yeah.
And then you could just start doing downs 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, roll 2, 3, 4. So, when I have people work on this. There's a similar problem in that the last melody note is on the and of 4. And we don't hit the next chord on 1, we strum the chord on 2. Remember that in My, Hey, Hey? But when it comes to the F, it's even trickier because you have 2 measures of the F, and the first stroke you're going to hit is on beat 2. So you can't get to the F and start a normal 4-beat measure. I just played 9 beats there. And so when I have people having trouble with that, I tell them, well, come in with that first strum on beat 2, and then just don't do anything fancy, because there are some doubled ups that we want some syncopated strumming in there.
Yeah.
First, you want to be able to do this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're back to where that begins. So this is kind of a similar problem in that we can slightly simplify what's happening there by just knowing how many beats you have, and just doing downs on those beats first, starting on beat 2.
Right, right. Okay. Well, let me just see if
Yeah,
I
try
can
that. Try a little of those.
let me see if I can try the
Getting to the changes on the ups.
yeah, the change on the ups. Okay. It's going to be
You're gonna have to start moving sooner, and like don't try to hit the second down on that E minor 7. That second down has to be a fake because you got to get that there right away. Yeah.
right. Okay. It's okay. No, then
I think that was right. Do you think that was
yeah,
right?
I think okay.
Yeah, I think you did it.
Let's see. It's okay. I remember this now. I remember a similar thing in my hey where you had to yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, this okay, this could be promising. Okay. Okay. No, I hit those on
Get
downs.
them as downs, yeah.
Supposed to be ups, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it has to go.
Oh, that was perfect. That was exactly right. Then you stopped where you should have been doing the starting to count.
Start, yeah.
But everything was right. All the yeah.
Okay. Oh, except I forgot to do that.
Oh, that was good though. Okay, so you just did 6 beats. You did 6 downs, and
Yeah,
we're right. If you were counting them correctly,
yeah.
you needed 2 more,
Needed two more.
and then you would have been in the right place. But what's great about that was you kept moving. I mean, you kept the time with your right hand. Yeah.
No.
I think that was too early.
Yeah, it felt too early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so think about one more thing because you're in good shape. I mean, you're getting to that G, and nothing's going wrong yet.
Okay.
Okay, um, as you keep your hand moving down there, I don't try to count beat 1. Your brain is not ready to say 1 after you've just done the up on the G. So figure do 1 fake stroke and then say 2 on the next stroke.
Okay.
Something like this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Got it?
Yeah.
See, it's easy enough to regroup by beat 2 and
Right.
say 2.
Okay. Okay. Two.
Yeah!
Okay. Let's try that again. Two.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Yeah. Can't.
That's really cool because I think you understand. I think it's clear enough in your head,
Yeah.
and it came fairly quickly with all the little dissecting that we just did. So I think you're in good shape. I think that was one beat too early at the end. Everything else was perfect.
Okay, all right, all
I
right.
think you did the roll on 4.
Oh,
Um, but you were all over it. That was
okay, okay, okay. All right.
yeah. I think I could be wrong, but that felt like it was one beat too early to me.
Yeah, no, I yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, but that's okay. You know how it's supposed to go now.
One. Okay, now I know where to go. Okay,
Yeah,
great, great.
and and so doing just what you do. We miss beat 1, then we start counting 2, 3, 4. Then you hit beat 1. It doesn't have to be a roll or anything. You just have to hit it and make sure you've identified it in your head. That beat
Yeah,
1 of the second measure.
yeah,
That's your count in to the next verse.
yes. Oh, okay, okay. That's a good way to think about it. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay. All right,
yeah.
great.
Were you singing that in your head as you were running through that whole verse?
I wasn't that time, but I
Okay,
will.
because I got a little lost in the verse part, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure when you started in your head.
Oh, you know what? You got lost because what I did was when I came out of the one, two, what I did there was I came back here and I did the intro
Okay.
the verse instead of just I think it just comes back after the one two three four 1 2 3 4 then I think it comes back to there
Yeah. Okay, which is the beginning of a verse, right?
beginning of a verse as
Okay.
opposed to I don't think it cycles through the intro again,
I
does it?
don't think so. Yeah, I think you're. Yeah, that's where I got messed up. I think. So strum through a whole verse.
Okay,
Let me hear that right now,
okay,
as if you're singing the first verse.
okay, all right. Without the
No, no intro, just right at the beginning of the vocal.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Is that it?
That
Okay.
was it.
Yeah, except for I missed it, but a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah,
timing wise, I think that's right.
timing was perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Great. Got a whole new
Okay,
one.
so what happens in the boysenberry line as far as the counting goes?
In the boysenberry line, let's see.
Oh, that's normal then, right? It's the normal one. No, it's the third one that's normal.
Third one is normal, I think. But let's see. In
Right.
the boysenberry, it's let's see. Nope. Okay. Started thinking about the wrong thing. No, it's different there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, the second one is different.
Does it get to the G later? Citizens for boysenberry gentlemen. Is the G later like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me listen to that again. Let's find a likely.
Our citizens for boys and very jam fat.
Got it. Okay.
Boys and very more than any ordinary jam. Our citizens for boys and very jam fat. Boys and very more than any ordinary jam. Our citizens for boys and very jam fat. Boys and very more than any ordinary jam. Our citizens for boys and very jam fat.
Yeah, so the G is one beat later. There's an X. The F and the G are not consecutive ups.
Okay.
The G, there's another down. It's the next up. So it's citizens for boys and very jam fan. It's right on the word fan. So instead of like we have in the first verse, consecutive ups, it's there's time between them.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Gotta keep going.
And now I remember how I counted that out originally, or what I said in the lesson, is the first ending, the E minor, A minor, F, G thing, is 5 beats long.
Yeah.
In the second verse, it's 6 beats long. Because there's an extra beat between the F and the G.
G.
So it's the same thing when you get to the G, one up later now instead.
Yeah.
You still miss the down right after it. That would be down one, beat 1 of our 8 beats again.
Yep.
So there's basically a beat inserted here between the F and the G.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's the same. In other words, it's the same up to the F, and it's the same after the G. But instead of them being consecutive ups, there's another missing up between them.
Okay.
Get the math there, kind of.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
So in the first verse, we do consecutive ups, and we count this next down as the missing one. We're not saying 1 because we just can't. Well, we probably could, but it's easier to just keep moving and then click into 2 with the next one. We got that already kind of like in our arsenal.
Right.
Right? So that's what happens in verse 1. We've got the up on the F, the up on the G, the missing 1, and now I say 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the second verse, instead of this, I have this. There's an extra beat between them, which really feels like when I do consecutive ups, there's 1 missing down between them.
Right.
When we skip 1, there's 2 missing downs. Right.
Okay. This is harder to do without doing things before. Instead of.
Right. That's 1. That's 2. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then again, the counting after the G is identical.
Yeah. After
So you just
the G. Yeah,
yeah.
after the G. That's what inserts the whole. That's what. Okay, so it's
Yep, perfect. And then the second one. So do the second verse now. That was the first verse, I think, wasn't it?
no, it was a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might have got lost then.
Okay, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. You did it right. That was yeah.
Yeah.
You had it. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the first one would have been
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Then the third one is back to
The third one is just normal. It does. It never gets to G. It's just two full measures. You get to the F at a different spot. I don't think you get to the F even on an up here. I'll listen to that one in just a second,
okay.
because what the vocal there is. Everybody knows what he's tippy toeing through down there for. Four downs on the F. It's one full measure of the F.
Uh-huh.
The E minor A minor measure is the same. You get to the A minor on the and of two. So if I were to count that out and do it square, 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
One more time while I count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with the words it'd be everybody knows what he's tippy toeing down there for. A little faster without the vocal, we'd have. So it's the easiest one of them all, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me listen to one more thing, because what they might do there. He could still get to the F on an up.
When it's tiptoeing down. Everybody knows when it's tiptoeing down there.
Ah, he does get to the F on that same up, on the what would be the and of 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. You know, so it catches the F there. What I did a minute ago, I squared it up and I didn't hit that F on the up.
Okay.
I hit it on 1, which was this. Here's what they really did. They caught it early and then didn't play beat 1 because it came in on the and of 4.
Right.
But then you're going to play like 2, 3, 4 to set yourself up. That'd be this. Get it?
Yep. Yep. I think so. So it's we're going to.
So you're still going to get to the F in the same spot you do. That's too much. The F is there's a total of 4 beats on the F.
Just 4 total.
Only one measure, yeah. Which means you're only going to hit 3 downs. Because you're going to hit downs on beats 2, 3, and 4.
2, 3, 4. Okay. So okay. Okay.
Oops.
Oh.
That was going to be it, but you're right. You just missed it. The train just left the station.
Okay.
I think that was one too late.
Hitting the 2. It was one too late because
Okay.
for whatever reason, coming up on the and of 1, 2, then hitting the 2.
No, that's the and. It's the and of 4 is the up.
Okay. Okay. So it's. No.
Too much.
Too much. I mean, too many.
Oh, you know what? The same way we were counting the G, where the first thing you said was two,
Yes.
that's what you do on this F now. You catch it on and up. You've got one down that that is one. We're not accounting for it.
Right.
Then the first thing you say is two. 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
One more time.
Are we? Are we? Okay. Go ahead. Do it again.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to catch the F on and up, and then I've got the down that follows it. That's beat 1, but I'm just ignoring that, and then my next down is beat 2, and that's where I start counting. 2, 3, 4, 1.
Okay. And you're just lightly hitting on the two.
What I did there was 3 distinct downs. I mean, I did 3 downs on the 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. You.
Yeah, basically played them like we do the C. Yeah, like just kind of pump them, but it can be really light. Yeah,
Okay. But it's 2, 3, 4.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Try again from the E minor.
Okay. From the E minor. Okay. No.
Try a little slower. Slow it down just a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Well, I just want to go.
Yeah, wait, take a break.
To get there. Well, I just want to go.
Yeah.
To stay in there. Okay. Okay. So it's no. Except I went to one too many. Okay.
One too many. Yeah.
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 I think that was.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rhythm is not 100% solid down here. In other words, there's still little glitches. You're not keeping the metronome moving exactly in time right now. But when you're hesitating, you're also kind of pausing your counting, so you're still in the right place when you hit pause.
Right.
Instead of this keeping moving and your brain is paused, or vice versa.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you got enough to sort it out now.
Yeah, I think Punky's dilemma is going to occupy me for another couple weeks here.
Well, don't let it be all consuming.
Oh,
The other thing though, that I think right now, I think what's starting to happen too is because like 20 minutes ago, I think we're running into a little fatigue factor. You've seen this happen when you're practicing late, playing the same thing for like an hour, and it starts deteriorating a little bit, and then the next day it's like it's fixed. It's like all that, man, I was butchering this last night, but last night a half an hour before I had it in good shape. So there is that. I think we're over the hump for this, for now. But I think you have it a lot better in your head.
Yeah, and I think what I'm going to do too is I'm going to go back to my hey hey and see if I can get myself ability to do that counting. Um,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, anyway, just practice that. Because
yeah,
I remember moving through that, and at a certain point, like you said, it all of a sudden, oh, okay, that's the way it works. That's the way it should sound. And
Yeah.
so I'm going to sort of bring that into the mix.
And something we may have talked about, I've probably mentioned this before, but um, uh, with almost everything we've ever worked on, if you leave it off to the side for 6 months or a year and bring it back, new stuff will happen in it that wasn't happening 6 months before. In other words, like you'll get a little more, another piece of it that wasn't quite clicking or wasn't 100% solid, um, at the last time around.
Yeah.
Because I really think that, yeah, I think you need breaks from songs, or techniques. It's more the techniques I'm talking about. This is not song specific.
Yeah.
But like when we first try something like My Hey Hey, you get it to a certain point where it's like it's starting to sound pretty good, and then maybe you don't play it for a while, and then they come back at it. It's like you can actually make it sound better now,
Right.
and you maybe couldn't have done that. We might have maxed out at
Right.
at the time,
Right.
but then revisiting it 6 months or a year or even a couple of years later, I've had students who have been with me sometimes for 30 or more years, right? And sometimes people will say, how could they keep taking lessons? How could they not be as good as you in 30 years, right?
Yeah.
How do you keep coming up new songs for them and stuff? And I say, we've done so many songs that a lot of times we'll do something that we haven't looked at in 5 years, and in a week we're talking about things in that we didn't talk about 5 years ago, because it wasn't appropriate yet,
Yeah.
So it's like there is no shortage of material or things that people can keep working on.
For techniques or,
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So
We
all
should
right,
need to do a little bit of bookkeeping here, or just
okay.
I want to make sure